So, lads, Summer League. Summer League is starting. So, which means it's time to massively overreact to everything we see in the summer. Because that's what happens in Summer League. Every year. Without fail. A prospect has a good game, they're going to be a superstar. A person who probably isn't an NBA player, has a breakout game, they should be in the league. Lads, calm down. But I'm going to make a video a little bit later talking about that. But in this video, we're going to talk specifically about, well, two players. First, mainly it's going to be about Liangelo Ball. But first of all, Isaiah Thomas out here scoring 80 points. He scored 81 points in a Pro-Am. And all I can see everywhere is he belongs in the league. You know what? Isaiah Thomas, like, I'm shocked. If there's anyone that deserves a spot in the NBA because of what they did in that one season, he was an all-star for 3 years. Or for 2 years. And then that season, 2017, was incredible. Like, let's not forget that. If there's any person that deserves to be in the league as much as anyone, it's him. But scoring 81 points in a Pro-Am, unfortunately, is not... I don't understand why people think that somehow is the equivalent of being in the NBA. Like, I don't think people realize how good NBA players are. And... Is it incredibly impressive? Yes. Would Isaiah Thomas drop 70? Would he drop 100 points if I tried to guard him? Of course he would. But it's the fact that I'm seeing a lot of people like seeing him score in like summer circuits and saying he should be in the NBA. People really do not realize how good the NBA is. This is Jimmer Fredette all over again. Jimmer Fredette putting up 60, 70 points in games in China saying he's going to be in the NBA. He should be in the NBA. I'm just not sure that there's a role Isaiah Thomas can play right now in the league, because of how much he gives up on the defensive end and how he's really not that effective with the ball in his hand. And yeah, or with the ball not in his hand, he's effective. He's a good enough scorer that he can still score at the NBA level. Problem is does that lead to his team giving up too much points on the other end, which is a debate. At the end of the day, that is a debate. But fair play to Isaiah Thomas for putting up those points. Like, it's still absolutely incredible. But again, it's like, the NBA is so good of a level that it's hard to compare. Like, if you're putting up these points in EuroLeague, fair play. If you're putting up these points in Australia, then yeah, go to the league. But it's hard to judge based on a Pro-Am. It really is. I would love to see Isaiah Thomas though in the league. He was great for the Celtics. Honestly, he was great for the Kings as well. I would love to see him back in the league though. And I hope that when he does get another shot, he just has 1 to 2 good games. That's realistically all he needs. He comes in, he plays 2 good games, he'll probably stay on a roster. But now, we're talking about Liangelo Ball. Liangelo Ball balled out. He balled out, lads. That's all I'm going to say. He was incredible. So he had 16 points in 16 minutes, 5 of 10 in the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. And it wasn't just that he did it. It was... He looked like he belonged out there. Which is a testament... I'm just shocked. Because he hasn't played a competitive game of basketball. And I'm not counting the JBA or JBL, whatever it was called. The BBALL League. That was not real basketball. Like, that was not real basketball. He has not played a competitive game of basketball in 3 years. So I'm shocked that things like his off-ball movement were on point. And fair enough, he hit his shots. I was impressed. But let's not overreact. I have had people that know the sport of basketball. Well, that I thought knew the sport of basketball. That are saying after this, he's going to be a better Duncan Robinson. Let's just calm it down. It's the Summer League. It's one game in the Summer League. And then I saw a bunch of replies. I remember, because it said, there was a post that said College UCLA. A bunch of people were saying, oh, he's going to be an NBA star. He's the best of the Ball brothers. Do we forget? Okay, I have frozen. Don't worry. We got backup camera. It's not quite as good, but we got a backup camera. Do we forget who this guy is? Do we forget that Lonzo is one of the most underrated point guards in the NBA? Liangelo Ball, he's good. He is really good. But I mean, to be an NBA player and to be a really good basketball player are two completely different things. They are two completely different things. Let's look at the replies. Like, this play right here was impressive. This was so impressive. Like, not only that, but it just showed, like, if he can hit this shot consistently, like, yeah, he's a lot more open here than he would be in the NBA, just saying. But if he can run off double screens, catch into a quick three, like, he's a little bit more open and there's a lot less pressure than if it was in the NBA. But still, if he can come off those screens, hit that shot consistently, play off the ball, he's got a shot of doing something. I don't think he will. I think it's unlikely, but he's got a shot. He'll get a chance. He will get a chance, that's all I'm going to say. Liangelo Ball, through this one game, has given himself a shot. It doesn't matter what he does the rest of Summer League. Just this one game alone, I'm telling you, has given him a shot. He will get onto the preseason roster. Do I think Liangelo Ball will play a game in the NBA? Before this, I would have laughed and said no. Do I think Liangelo Ball will ever sign a permanent contract in the NBA? No. Do I think Liangelo Ball will play a game in the NBA? Yeah. I think he's going to get a shot. Just off this. But we also do have to take into account he's quite a bit older than a lot of guys in Summer League. And it is Summer League. And Ball dropped 20. It is Summer League at the end of the day. But I'm seeing people so much overreact to this that it's crazy. Like, they're talking about how Liangelo Ball is going to be one of the best shooters in the NBA. Just no. Like, his offensive game, he can't dribble the basketball. His offensive game outside of catch and shoot threes is bully ball. The problem is he can't play bully ball in the NBA. He is he's built like a power forward, but he's too small to play at the 4. Can't really guard anybody. But if Liangelo Ball can shoot 40% from 3 consistently, you got a spot in the league. If you can shoot 40% from 3, it doesn't matter what you give up on the defensive end. If you can shoot 40% from 3 with the pressure being put on you, then he's got a chance. This is one game though. Again, we've seen Duncan Robinson shoot an absolute god tier percentage. And we've seen stats that show that Duncan Robinson's a better catch and shoot player than Clay. And I mean, I don't even know. Like, I reckon if all the NBA players had a pure catch and shoot contest where they got balls kicked out to them and they just shot, it would be probably some weird player we've never heard of that would win that competition. Like, I don't understand that argument. Like, I remember seeing it on Facebook, someone was clowning for saying, like, statistically, Duncan Robinson's a better catch and shoot shooter than Clay. He might be. He probably is. But I mean, the ability to hit wide open catch and shoot 3-point shots under no pressure is literally irrelevant. Well, it's not completely irrelevant, but it doesn't mean much in the NBA. That's not Clay's game. That's not Korver's game. You look at Korver or Redick, they're best. The best things Korver and Redick do is what we saw right there from Liangelo. This is what Korver and Redick are best at. Coming off these off-ball screens, and Clay as well. The problem is, you know what? I actually like that possession right there. Because he set his feet very quickly. He set his feet very, very quickly there. Got a hop, got turned right into the basket, and got his shot off quick. So there's stuff to like. Obviously, the rest of these possessions, like this tip pass, good reactions, it doesn't mean much. He shot a couple of catch and shoot corner threes. Does it help that he hit them? Yes. Does it mean much? No, in the grand scheme of things. But he played a really good game. He played a really good game to start Summer League. It'll be interesting to see how he finishes. It will be interesting. I reckon he will probably end up playing quite a bit in the G League. I think the best, like, if Liangelo Ball's name was not Liangelo Ball, what he would probably be is, he would probably play decently in Summer League, would play a little bit in the G League, and would hop around some leagues in Europe. Probably not good enough to be the main import on a Euro League or on a Euro League team. But if he managed to get like to a Champions League team as the main import, he'd be doing well for himself. Like that's the level that he's probably at as a player, like a decent level, a good level pro basketball player. And if you guys think like, oh, I'm just undershooting him, like most of these imports at like the Champions League level teams are like really good 4-year starters at D1 level in States. Like that's not a knock at all on liangelo. But at the end of the day, like you're not going to get a spot in the league. You're not going to get a spot playing minutes in the league because of what your name is, but he will get a shot because of what his name is. And I think it all depends on what he does with that shot. I think Summer League, this game alone, he can have a mediocre rest of Summer League, but this game alone will give him enough that he will get a chance. He will get a chance in preseason. He will get minutes. And if he shoots the ball well, he might get a roster spot. Simple as that. Simple as that. A lot of the NBA is about rhythm. A lot of it is about form. If you get signed on a 10-day contract and you shoot really well, you play 2 games, you shoot well, you'll be signed. The exact same player could play badly in 2 games. They won't get signed for another 10-day contract. That's the thing. It's all about what happens when they get the chance. And he's put himself in a position, while personally, if I'm giving my opinion, I don't think he really makes it. But I honestly would rather be proved wrong, because honestly, LeVar Ball, if he can manage to get all 3 of them in the NBA, that would be crazy. But I think he's done enough to get a shot. And if he shoots well in preseason, he'll get a chance in the regular season. And like, it's crazy with a shooter. He could hit 3 3-pointers in a row in his first game, and that might be enough to get him a look in for quite a bit of the season. And if he can shoot, as I say, like, there's going to be shooters everywhere. If he can prove that he can shoot consistently like that, obviously he's not going to shoot over 50% for the season. But if he can prove that he can shoot in and around 40% in Summer League, then shoots well enough in preseason, he has a shot in the NBA, shoots 40% for a while, he's got a spot in the league. If he can't, he has a spot in a quite decent pro league somewhere else, because he's not good at the game of basketball. The problem is that for his brand, for the LiAngelo Ball brand, for where he wants to be, it's NBA or bust. So if he doesn't make it this year, I don't see him ever making it. I'm just going to say that much. If he does not make the league this year, I don't see him ever making it. But he might. Which is a lot more of a chance than I think anyone gave him 2 days ago. The fact that we're thinking, like, obviously there's the ball fanatics, the people who don't know anything about the sport, saying, oh, he's going to be a starter in the NBA, he's going to be like a super player, he's going to be the best of the ball brothers, he's going to be the best scorer of the ball brothers. There is no evidence of that. There's nothing to back that up. That's just people just talking nonsense. But as someone who has watched him quite a lot through Lithuania, watched him quite a bit, I watched JBA games, they were disastrous. Watched a little bit of workouts, kept up with his career. The fact that I'm saying he has a chance has already proven almost everyone wrong. So anyway, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.